straight. Australia won't ban the burqa, but the Senate will ban Pauline Hanson for wearing one. That's where we're at right now. That's the level of absolute brain-rotting madness in Western politics. She walks into Parliament wearing a burqa to make a political point, and suddenly the entire chamber loses its collective mind. Now, I don't agree with Pauline Hanson and the One Nation Party on a lot of things. I actually think Hanson is a bit mad. But they did not use this as an opportunity to debate extremism, women's rights, or integration. No. They focused on how Pauline should not wear an outfit, which they want to be worn freely.
This is a racist senator displaying blatant racism and Islamophobia, President.
This is racist, blatant racism, Islamophobia. Okay, according to you, what Pauline did is racist, but this isn't?
Many of you white people in here claim English as your first language, that you would actually know what this means.
So Marine Faruqi was allowed to wear the Gazan keffiyeh worn by Hamas terrorists who slaughtered Jews and say, "You white people," but Hanson isn't allowed to wear the very much allowed burqa? Okay.
She is disrespecting a faith. She is disrespecting the Muslims out there, Muslim Australians. It's absolutely unconstitutional.
She is disrespecting a faith? It's unconstitutional? Unconstitutional? Since when was being offensive, or dare I say it, Islamophobic, unconstitutional? It's fabric, Fatima, a piece of cloth. Since when was shutting someone down and silencing them in a democracy the answer to a contentious topic?
What has happened today is not a genuine demonstration of faith. In fact, it is the middle finger to people of faith. It is extremely racist and unsafe.
It's extremely racist and unsafe. Unsafe? A senator wearing a garment that's legal in Australia is now a security threat. But when actual extremism shows up, total silence. Then Penny Wong steps up, the voice of institutional self-importance.
All of us in this place have a great privilege in coming into this chamber, a great privilege. And we represent, in our states, people of every faith.
Great privilege! Represent every faith! Yeah, Penny, but apparently we can't even discuss the burqa without Parliament having a nervous breakdown. Pauline wasn't even allowed to debate the bill. And then Pauline explains the actual point, and then no one wants to touch it.
As a nation, for national security, terrorist threats and attacks that are happening, also for women's rights, that they're not forced to wear the full burqa against their will. And it's, I think it goes against our culture and our way of life.
Why have so many countries banned the burqa? Islamic countries banned it too. Why shouldn't we have open faces so that people know who you are? Exactly. France bans it, Denmark bans it, even Muslim-majority countries ban it. But in Australia, the only thing banned is discussing it. But then Fatima jumps back in with possibly the most irrelevant deflection ever spoken in Parliament.
The burqa didn't raise your rent. Pauline knows that the burqa didn't cause the housing crisis. Working people of every background are being squeezed from all sides, and Pauline Hanson wants you to blame brown people for it.
The burqa didn't raise your rent. The burqa didn't cause the housing crisis. No one said it did. This is the tactic. Dodge the issue, cry racism, shift the blame, shut down debate, and then we get this.
It wasn't funny when she did it the first time in 2017, and it's certainly not funny that she's done the exact same thing again in 2025.
Oh, but I'll tell you what isn't funny, Claire. Sarah Sharif, a young girl murdered by her own father because she was forced to wear the hijab in order to hide the scars of abuse. And you want to lecture people about what is offensive. This isn't about vibes. This is about women's lives and also about debate. And finally, someone who talks some sense.
The burqa is not a religious requirement. It's been introduced by men hundreds of years ago, and that was about controlling the women. They didn't want their women's flesh to be seen, so it's basically controlling women. It goes against our culture and our way of life.
I didn't agree with Hanson all through that interview, but the burqa is a real symbol of oppression. The left stays silent because of tolerance. A ban is actually pro-freedom. This is what the activist class refuses to admit. They'll scream about the patriarchy all day long as the patriarchy isn't Islamic. Let's be honest, no woman wakes up in Kabul, Saudi Arabia, or Tehran thinking, oh, I feel empowered by covering up. I mean, some women do enjoy the modesty, but in some parts of the Taliban-run Afghanistan, women must only wear black burqas, and some can only show one eye. That's fine. I fully believe in those countries enforcing their own laws, just like the West should be able to enforce their own laws. As Andrew Bolt said, and he's right, the burqa isn't a choice for millions of women. It's a command.
She didn't just get up this morning and look in the wardrobe and think, oh, what am I going to put on today? Oh, I'll get out the burqa and put it on. She does this deliberately to offend people and to create outrage. She just shits on groups of her fellow Australians when it suits her. If she just wants to play dress-ups or disrupt the place, she should bugger off and go home and do it on her own time.
Ah, yes, the tolerant left. Australia should be asking, is any woman being pressured into it? What does it mean for integration? How do we support women who want out? Instead, they ask, how dare Pauline Hanson wear it? The priorities are upside down. The politics are backwards. And that is the real scandal.